The Christmas craziness?
Yeah, they're full of Christmas crazy.
You're full of Christmas crazy?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
No, we are.
What does it mean to be Christmas crazy? What about the elf? Oh, the elf is on the chicken. It's on the chicken. I know what you guys want. I know what you guys want. Let me move him away from the chicken.
Quickly, Ray Ray.
Well, he's on the chicken. Let me put him in a chair.
Pastor Ed ended up on the naughty list.
I don't want to be on the naughty list. Who here wants to be on the naughty list? Raise your hand. Who wants to be on the naughty? Let me ask you this. Who do you think is already on the naughty list?
You. I know.
Who?
Me. I don't know.
Oh, don't know.
Rory,
You
you
don't
know for sure
want to
you're on the
touch
naughty
the
list.
You think I'm on the naughty list? Oh man, yes. Your dad's on the naughty list.
Her elf left her a note that her dad's on the naughty list.
Really?
So it's official.
On the naughty list.
64 on the naughty list out of 1 to 100, yes.
Wow.
64.
He's 64th.
Well, he's 64th on the naughty list.
That or 64% naughty, I don't know.
64% naughty.
The nice list.
You're on the nice list? Did the elf say you're on the nice
The
list?
weird thing is the elf didn't say what list Miss Ashley's on.
Oh.
She's undecided.
That's called
Miss Ashley, the elf have a secret.
I see. So Miss Ashley has a deal with this elf. Yes, okay. Well, that's always nice to have a
My
deal.
elf's tied in pipe cleaners, and one of my brothers was just a bad guy now because
One of your brothers is on the bad list?
That one time the
my
elf.
brother was on the naughty way because he tied himself up and on the table, and it's tied up in pipe cleaners. My brother's toys holding it, so he's in the naughty. He's a bad guy, and our elf needs help, but we can't get him out because he's magical, and if we touch him, he's gonna lose his magic.
So what are you going to do?
In the middle of the night, he's gonna use his magic to get out.
To get out. Well, that's good. You know, that would be good, because that would be a bad thing. That would be really bad to be stuck in there.
Come on.
That would be awful to be stuck on the naughty list now. I don't want to be on the naughty list.
Ray Ray.
One at a time, I can only hear one. Yes.
Our elf didn't move because it was too tired last night, and it's gonna move. My elf didn't move because it was too tired
You know, sometimes as you get closer to Christmas, I'm going to tell you something. As you move closer to Christmas, sometimes elves, not only do elves get tired, elves end up finding themselves in places that are a little more obvious. They aren't they're not in the bizarre places they were before. Because elves get tired.
And they run out of
ideas. You know.
I'm going on a Christmas train.
What's that?
A Christmas train.
She's going on the Christmas train tomorrow.
Really? Whoa, Pooh. You know what they say down in where I live? They say Pooh-yah. Pooh-yah. That's pretty good.
Well, Pastor Ed, if you need on the nice list.
I would love to be on the nice list.
Ray last week, Santa was here, and Ray gave him some cash.
You gave Santa cash?
During dance, remember? He told her he didn't need it, but she tried to pay off Santa.
And I made him a lot of money.
Well, I can tell you, if I were Santa,
that would work.
that would work.
No.
I She said it was you.
It wasn't.
All right. There's some question as to which one of them did it.
Trying to bribe Santa.
So we have a preschooler that bribed Santa.
I gave him a watermelon.
What's that?
I gave him a watermelon.
You gave Santa a watermelon?
Oh, a paper one that you made.
Oh,
You made him a
okay.
picture.
You
Yeah,
know.
He stuck it in his boot.
He stuck it in his boot.
He stuck the paper watermelon in his boot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Real
Well,
watermelon in
real
his boot would be a
watermelon.
problem.
It would be a mess if he put it in his boot. So
All right.
So you are
we're
all ready for Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's pretty
Why
exciting.
give Whitey
Ooh,
go
guys. Tell Pastor Ed what we've been working on.
A movie. A movie.
You wait. Whoa. You have been working on a movie?
Yeah.
They're gonna be movie stars.
You're gonna be a movie star?
I'm a girl. Moo. I'm a
Oh, a movie? How did it say that again? How did you say that?
movie star.
Well, you said but you said it in a special. You said movie star.
I'm an elf.
Movie.
I'm an elf.
You're an elf?
I'm a movie star.
You're a rock
No.
star.
Who are you in the movie?
Hertha elf. I'm an elf in Hertha.
Tell him, who are you in the movie?
You're an elf.
I'm not.
You're an elf. Who are the elves in the movie?
Raise your hand if you're an elf.
Raise your hand if you're an elf.
I'm an elf.
There's our 4
Okay.
elves.
You got 4 elves. Who else is in this movie?
Cole, who are you in the movie?
Joseph, okay.
Yep.
And
Beverly is Mary.
who's okay? Mary.
Let's
I'm
see.
a lizard.
You're what?
A lizard.
She's
You're
the
a lizard. Okay, a lizard.
Jay's the nutcracker, but he's not here today.
Okay, would be a nutcracker.
Aline, what are you? She's a Christmas ornament made out of popsicle
You're a
sticks.
popsicle stick ornament.
Yeah.
Okay, who?
Raise your hand if you're one of my sugar plum fairies. That's Penelope and Adley and Noah and no,
Kennedy.
and Kennedy.
Okay.
You're a sugar plum fairy.
Ezra is the angel.
And Ezra's the angel.
Oh, it's an angel. Okay.
It's a pretty cool story.
Well, it sounds like and you're gonna shoot it as a movie.
It's
I
gonna
would
be a
love to
movie.
see.
It's
Is
gonna
it-
be on our Facebook page.
Is it really? Is it really?
Yeah.
So I don't have to go to the theater to see it?
No, we decided to do a Facebook release. You know,
Okay.
We,
Okay. A
we don't
streaming.
want to capitalize on Christmas.
That's very good. That's
Yeah.
very good.
Yeah.
That's very good. Okay, you're not materialistic.
Right. We want to
Okay.
just spread the good news.
That's what's most important. That is what's most important. Is that a song in the movie?
They are gonna sing.
So
that.
it's a musical.
There's just one song. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you something. I have never in my life been in a movie.
Oh
I
man.
have never been in a movie.
We could have put him in our movie.
My
if we
whole
would've known.
life, I've always wanted to be in a movie.
He could have been Ridley's dad in the movie. It's too late though.
Yeah, it's
Sorry.
too late. I miss
Next
my
time.
I miss my opportunity.
But
It could be musical theater. I like musical theater.
all right.
All right. I have. Hey, musical theater. Listen to this.
Nice.
I have. That sounds like musical theater, doesn't
That
it?
was pretty good.
I have.
You want
Hey.
tell him to tell the whole Bible story that way.
A story. That's pretty good.
Well, come here.
Okay. Now, we're coming up to Christmas, right? And what is
Rory.
the most important thing about Christmas?
How do we say?
What is Okay, most important thing about Christmas is Jesus' birthday. Okay, and you know about how Jesus was born. Tell me about how Jesus was born.
He was in a stable.
He was in a stable.
Laying in a manger.
And so what was in the manger?
Hay.
Hay was in the manger.
Lord.
And who was his mom?
Mary.
Mary was his mom.
Joseph was his dad.
Joseph was his dad. And so he was born in and after he was born in a stable, laid in a manger, who heard about him being born? Do you remember? Who did the angels tell about him being born?
Shepherds.
Told shepherds, right? And what did the shepherds do? Remember what the shepherd and tell me what a shepherd is. What is a shepherd?
It's something that takes care of sheep.
That's right, they take care of sheep. And when the shepherds heard that Jesus was born, because the angel said it, what did the shepherds do?
Go and see him.
They went and saw him. Well, the shepherds weren't the only ones that heard about Jesus being born.
Else.
Well, I'm going to tell you a story about 3 other people
The
that
wise
heard.
man.
You got it. The wise men. I'm going to tell you the story of the wise men. There were
I
these,
know this.
there, you know the story? Well, good. If I leave anything out, fill it in. Okay? Okay, good. These 3 wise men. Now, what do you think wise men do? What would a wise man do? Okay, they ended up riding on camels and donkeys. But if they were wise men, that means they must have been really what? If you are a wise person, that means you are really what? What does it mean to be wise?
Nice.
Nice is good. What else does it mean if you're wise? It means
Say please.
you say please, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, when you're wise, it means you're really, really smart. Smart. So we have these 3 wise men, right? And you know what they see? God is going to tell them about Jesus. But remember, with the shepherds, it was angels. God talks to these wise men by showing them what? What is that?
A star.
A star. They show these 3 wise men a star. And when they see, that's right, when they see the star, because it's really, really bright in the sky.
Yeah.
Really bright. In fact, it was so bright, this is what they had to do when they saw it. They had to do this. Because it was so bright. And they saw the star and they said, that star must mean, because they were really, really smart, that star must mean that something really important has happened. And you know what with the star? The star was in the sky and they said, we want to find out what important thing happened. Let's try to go and follow the star. And that's what they did. They got on. Now what are they riding here? What are these wise men riding here? They're riding donkeys. They're riding camels. They're riding horses. They're riding all kinds of stuff. They're not riding pickup trucks or motorcycles. They are riding horses and donkeys and camels, and they start going to follow the star. And they go, and they go, and they go, and look what, it's desert, so they're sand, and they're dirty, and they're hungry, but they keep following the star, because they know there's something really important happening. That's why there's a star in the sky. And they follow the star, and the star leads them to a city called Jerusalem. Leads them to a city called Jerusalem. And so the wise men go, and they are looking for the star, what the star means. So in Jerusalem, there lived, now what do you think this guy is?
Okay. The king.
He's a king. See? How do you know he's a king?
The crown.
He's got a crown on his head. And since kings are in charge, the three wise men go to the king and say, King, your majesty, we've been following a star, and the star has led us to this city. What do you think the star means?
A new king.
Ah-ha-ha. And the old king gets his advisors, gets the people around, says, you know, these guys came and they want to know about this star. What do you think the star means? And that's right, his advisors say, a new king has been born. A new king has been born. And that's why the star is in the sky. Okay, now, how do you think the old king felt when he heard a new king was going to be born? Why did he get so mad?
A new king.
Yeah, he's an old king. He didn't want to lose his job, right? He wanted to stay king. So the king says to these guys, he says, I know what the star means. And they say, what? And he says, the star means that a new king has been born. That's the one you're supposed to visit. And these guys say, oh, that's great. And this king, because this king is not a good guy. He would not be, he was mad and he's kind of mean. This king, he's not a good guy. He would be on Santa's naughty list. He'd be on Santa's naughty list. He says, and this is a lie, he's lying to them. He says to these guys, he says, you go and find where the king was born. And when you find him, you come back and tell me. Because, and this is what the king says, because I want to go and I want to worship him too. I want to tell his mom and dad how glad I am that he is the new king and I'm no longer going to be king.
He wants to make him die.
Yeah, he is not a nice man. He wants to hurt the new king.
He's lying.
Yeah, he is lying right through his teeth. Lying right through his teeth. Okay? But they don't know it, right? They think the king is being honest because the king was so sweet. He said, go and find the king and go tell me. He's been sweet, but he's lying. Okay, so the guys go and they're trying to find the king. And they walk and they walk and walk and the star's guiding them. And all of a sudden, they found him. And he's a little
boy.
He's a little boy.
How can he be standing with?
Yeah, does he have a crown on his head?
No.
No. Does he have fancy robes? No, he's just a little boy. But the star is right above his head. So the wise men knew he had to be what?
The king.
The new king. Guess who he was? What do you think his name was?
Jesus.
His name was Jesus. Right here, his name was Jesus. And the kings brought presents for Jesus. And this guy brought a whole bunch. See this guy, this king, this wise man has a bag. You know what's in that bag? Whole bunch of gold. Gives Jesus gold. And this guy has a jar and it's filled with something called frankincense. And he gives Jesus this jar of frankincense. Yeah. And this guy's got a little container here and it's filled with something called myrrh. He gives Jesus myrrh. And you know what they all do? These three guys do? And it's just a little boy. Hey. You know what they do? They get down on their knees. And they get down on their knees. Everybody get on your knees. And this is Jesus. They bow their heads like this. And why would they bow their heads to Jesus? To pray. Because Jesus is God's son. And they knew it. So he bows and prays. And
right,
so
then
they back to your seat. And then they get up. They leave the gifts. And they're getting ready to go. Now, where do you think they're going to go?
To the king.
They're going to go to this guy, right? Because this guy said, I want to know when you find the king. But he's a liar. He's terrible. He's a terrible guy. And so they're going to go and tell him, which is going to be bad news for Jesus, right? Because the king is going to do what? Something bad to him. Gonna do something. All of a sudden, as they're getting close, an angel appears to them. How do you know it's an angel?
Wings.
Got great big wings, right? The angel appears to these wise men, and the angel says to them, don't go and tell the king about Jesus. And the wise men say, why not? And the angel says, because the king wants to hurt him.
Kill it.
Maybe kill him. But really wants to hurt him. So don't tell the king where Jesus is. And since it's an angel, the wise men say,
Okay.
okay, I won't do it. And they go back home another way. Okay? Now, you're going to hear a story later, sometime, about how the king feels when these three guys don't come back and tell him. How do you think the king's going to feel? Everybody look angry. The king is going to be really, really angry. But that's another story. That's another story.
Ooh,
Okay.
Leaving us on a cliffhanger.
Yeah, that's right.
Come back
Another
next
story.
week, guys.
That's right. Here. All right. Now, everybody bow your head. Let's everybody bow our heads. And we're going to pray together. So I'm going to say it and then you say it after me. Okay? Ready? We'll bow our heads. Dear Lord, thank you so much for sending Jesus. Help us believe in him. Amen. Amen. All right. Now, everybody stand up. Now, Christmas is a time when people are happy, right? Are you happy? Are you happy? Are you happy? You're not happy. Are you happy? You're not happy. Are you happy? We should be happy. Why are we happy?
I'm happy.
Because we're happy. We're happy because Jesus was born, Santa's coming, Christmas trees are out, elves are floating around, you're going to be in the movie. All right, I want you to, and I know some of y'all can do it. I know all of you can do it. Right now, I want you, when I count to 3, to do a happy dance. To do a happy dance. Okay? So when I count to 3, not now, when I count to 3. Okay, 1, count with me. 1, 2, 3, happy dance! He broke his hip. Oh, that was pretty good. Now, I will see you next week. And
For our
next
pajama
week,
Christmas party.
a pajama Christmas party. Okay. That's pretty exciting.
It is.
That's exciting. Okay, thank you very much. I will see you next week, and we'll see about pajamas. Or pajamas, depends on where you come from. Now, in the next week, Listen, I want everybody here to have a great week. And what do I want you to remember all week long? Let me hear it, all of you. God loves you. You bet.
All right. Okay, stars.
Put it on.
I'm having a sleepover.
Okay, star.
Okay, sit down, Melody.
I'm having the same deal on the way.
Abby, Ray. Sit. Adley. Sit.
Ready. Preschool.
Kennedy. Sit.
Preschool, what do we tell Pastor Ed?
Sit.
Well, thank you too. I like coming here and sharing with you stuff. So thank you.
It wasn't no fair.